City College of San Francisco has recently become free for all San Franciscans. And that is thanks to the voters of San Francisco and to the leadership of City College students, Supervisor Jane Kim, and AFT 2121. But elsewhere in the state and the country, education costs continue to rise, and students are being saddled with outrageous debts. How would your administration tackle costs for current students and students exiting college who are already underwater in debt?
Well, first of all, as you know, one, congratulations, and thank you to all of you for supporting the free college at San Francisco City College. But as you know, if you're poor, that's not enough. I mean, most of these kids and these people need housing. They need transportation. We're going to have to figure out how we put a package of support for them. You know, I went to UCLA on an affirmative action program. I love to say, some people say I came in through the back door, but one thing's for sure, I got out the front. When I went to UCLA back then, they gave you a housing allowance. They gave you support, work study. They gave you support over and above the tuition. And we're going to have to, beginning with people who are struggling and don't have the means, not for everybody in the beginning, but beginning for those kids, we got to stand up for the notion that they need more help than just tuition. And I want to do that because I was one of those kids. I went to East LA College and I had to work 40 hours a week and more. I went to UCLA and I worked during that whole period of time. Not everybody can do that. So I believe that we're going to have to provide support for them over and above just tuition. And as governor, we've got to build toward that. You start with the people that don't have the means and you move on. Because you just said it. There was a time when we were in the UCs. You went to UC Davis, right? When we were in the UCs, I was paying $203 a quarter. You were probably paying a little less. Just a little less. And today, it's a lot more than that. So that's what we have to do if we want to stand up for the notion, this is an investment in the future. When you're investing in a young person's education, you're going to get a highly educated person who's contributing to our Social Security, who's giving back to society in a way, and particularly now in an economy that's predicated on intellectual capital. So that's what I want to do.
I paid $82.50 a semester to go to UC Davis. My best friend went to San Jose State. She paid $42 a semester, and the community colleges were absolutely free. So while I salute the city and county of San Francisco for standing up and taking this wonderful step, it is time the whole state stood up and took this step on every campus for every student in California. That was done like that. I was just telling you that in '85, all but one UC campus was built and open, all but 3 CSUs were built and open, 1985, and all but 9 community college campuses were built and open. Do the math. We built 13 campuses since '85. In that same period of time, we built 23 prisons. Now let that sink in. We used to spend over 18% of the state of California budget on higher education and 3% on prisons. Higher ed has now dropped to under 12%. Prisons are over 9%. How much better do you feel? Not a bit. So it's time for somebody who understands budgets or statements of values and says we're done with this. If we educate them, we won't have to incarcerate them. So I'm not only for tuition-free college, I'm for building more college campuses. I'm for building them in some of the more remote parts of our state. Because I visited schools up there, and a bunch of people said to me, our kids can't go down 300 miles to school, or 250 miles, or 200 miles. It's too far. And you know what would happen if we built more colleges and universities and made them tuition free? We'd have a second and a third Silicon Valley, because that's why I was born here. It wasn't a confluence of rivers. We have no Tigris and no Euphrates. It was a confluence of educational opportunities that made the Silicon Valley, and we owe it to the next generation of children to do that again, and we can do it.